Hi. So this is going to be for the sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs of everybody. My mouth dry. God, man, that was very dry. Sorry. I've been smoking all day. And I will be smoking throughout the video. If you don't like that, please don't watch. Please do watch, though. I hope you do. This is going to be for the sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs of everybody. This is going to be a love reading for the next couple of days. Trying to kind of see where you at with you and your person. Just spirit, highest self. What messages would you like to give on this channel? Highest self. Please deliver messages that make sense and give clarity. So I'm going to pull 3 cards. I'm going to make 3 piles, and I'm going to have 3 cards for you for your love. You and your love going into February. All right, so the first card is the Ace of Cups, honey. It's the barrel of love, baby. With the first card being the Ace of Cups, if you're with somebody right now, the relationship is absolutely phenomenal. It's absolutely amazing because, for the first card to be coming out, the Ace of Cups, it makes me want to go ahead and see what's out there, girl. You could have a new baby coming in. You could be pregnant. There could be a proposal. There could be so many things in love that is good coming for you. Spirit is showing me somebody, though, who's like, I'm hearing no. Like, I heard a real sarcastic no just then. Like, no, I'm good. Like, but not in a sense of like bitterness, but in a sense of like, no, I'm working on myself right now. I'm not concerned with that. I've done that. It doesn't work with me trying to get myself together. So it can't work at all in my reality because it's not working with getting myself together. And I commend you, honey. But for the for the Ace of Cups to come out first though, baby, there's some new feelings brewing, honey. If you was shut off for a while, there's some new feelings brewing, baby, and there's nothing you can do to stop it because you're a lover for real. That's why you clicked on this video. Somebody who's not looking for love wouldn't click on this video. I'm going to make sure of it with the way that I titled it. Okay? It's going to be somebody who's looking for love because that's what you are. There's no way this card will come out. You don't just click on videos. I don't believe that a person just clicks on a video. I believe that if you clicked on this video, it's because there's something in you or a message from somebody in your family, your spirit guides, the Most High. Somebody wants you to know that love is coming in for you, whether you want it or not, whether you're ready for it or not. I'm sorry, y'all. I just really wish I would have straightened my hair, but I just did not feel like it. So now it just looks... I'm grateful, though. Thank you, God, for my hair. Okay. So, yeah, with the Ace of Cups... with the Ace of Cups right here... You could also, okay, so let's say you don't want love, right? Because some people like, I don't give a damn what you say. It's not happening. If you genuinely don't want love, there's something brewing that you're going to love doing. Okay? There's something like a creativity, some kind of like arts and crafts type deal going on. Something that you're going to really enjoy that's going to you could possibly be able to get money off of it. I'm not seeing you take much losses, not even in the beginning, because you're going to genuinely love doing it. And when you love to do something, that's one thing Spirit is saying about you to me right now. When you genuinely love to do something, there's nothing that can stop you. When you put your mind to something, there's nothing that can stop you. And that's what you need to understand about yourself. Right? You need to be able to not have a reading. You need to be able to not be communing with spirit and still be able to stick to knowing that You are deserving and you're worthy. Because for the Ace of Cups to come out first and you're not willing to have love, that tells me that you've been through a lot. You've experienced a lot. And your feelings are valid. Okay? These are the times. If you know, you know. These are the times, honey. So I'm not going to sit up here and fake punk like I don't know what's out there. I know. Okay? I know. But I also know that God is amazing and you're amazing and I'm amazing. So if I'm here, there got to be some other amazing people here, right? So you got to have your mind thinking like that. You got to have your mind like, I'm here. I can't be the only one that's amazing. Like, God is not that cruel, bro. God is not cruel at all, actually. We're the cruel ones. Because I feel like, and this, I'm getting personal with this, but I feel like I've always been the type to spend my money. And then when I don't have any money, I'll be like, damn, like, God doesn't care about me. Like, I don't have any money. I never have anything. But then when I sit and recollect, like, how I brought McDonald's and all this other stuff that does not help, it's not helping me be the person that I want to be. I feel like you're struggling with that too. You could possibly be struggling with your weight. Possibly you want to lose weight or maybe gain weight. And you're struggling with that. But Spirit is telling me to tell you to hold on and have compassion for losing weight. Make losing weight a business. Every day I'm going to do things that go towards me having my Ace of Cups. Every day I'm going to go towards choosing something that in the future will choose me. There's no fast food. There's no snack that in the future will choose you. It's only going to make you sick. It's only going to make you gain weight. It's only going to make you lazy. Not wanting to do nothing. Not wanting to go nowhere. How are you going to meet the people you're supposed to meet if you don't want to go nowhere? If you don't never want to go nowhere, you never want to go outside, you never want to do nothing, how you going to meet the people you want to see? I know it's crazy out there. But maybe the reason why it's crazy out there is because all the people who would make it make sense want to be inside. I'm going to leave that right there. Yeah, and the next card coming out is, wow, okay, the Eight of Pentacles. So this is a very, very, very popular card right now. The Eight of Pentacles. I feel like there's a diligence, especially with this snowstorm. You know, a lot of people are missing work right now. I feel like a lot of people are trying to figure out how they're going to be able to pay for things after they don't have to pull out, call out. A lot of people don't have the PTO to cover as many days as it's been snowing and raining and hailing and doing all type of crazy dwellings and things like that. But I feel like you've worked hard enough for it to be okay. Like, you're not going to be in a space where, because I feel like you've already mastered this. Like, you've already done this. You've already struggled. You've already eaten the noodles. You've already sacrificed going out. You've already done these things. And if you haven't, you're about to start. So there's no other path but to your Ace of Cups. Like I said, I wanted to say Ace of Pentacles. So there could definitely be a large amount of money coming in, but you have to ask yourself, if you did get that large amount of money, would it be a detriment to you, or would it be something that fuels you well, somebody don't want me to get this out. Is it going to fuel you forward, or is it going to be a detriment? Okay? Because that's what you have to try to figure out. Because if you're in a place of lack, you have to understand that there is something that needs to get sacrificed. If it's not the essential needs, especially if you don't have kids, especially to my girlies out here and my sirs out here who don't have kids. Like, if you don't have kids, there should be no reason why you're struggling, unless you have to make sacrifices that you don't want to make. Because one thing that I realized is that I always have the money that I need. I just get too comfortable. And I start spending on things that I don't need. I want a heated blanket. I want a weighted blanket. I need some new pillows. I want a new bed sheet. I want some new towels. Knowing I don't need none of that. If you're really trying to get the money that you say you're trying to get, you shouldn't be trying to get no new towels until you got holes in the ones you got. Like, Because this economy is not playing with nobody. It don't matter where you at in it. Okay? You better be at the tippy top, because that's the only one who's surviving without struggling. At the tippy top. All the way up at the top. Not the puppets. All the way up. Not the 1% above that. That's the only ones. The people who are actually making the rules are the only ones who are not struggling from this. So it's very important for you to get your enterprise together. It's very important for you to understand what it takes to be the person that you say you want to be. You say you want to be healthy. You're looking at girls with a flat stomach. You're looking at men with a flat stomach and abs. You want that? Show me. Show yourself. Most importantly, because that's the one who's going to be with you for the rest of your life, for the rest of eternity. This is not just a one life thing. Like, you're going to be with yourself for the rest of eternity. So are you the type of person that's going to listen to yourself? The type of person that's not going to be an issue? Or are you the person that is going to do what you say? Because you know that it's working out for the better of you. You know it's working out for the good of you. Right? It's very important for you to do what makes sense to you. Because if you're constantly doing what everybody else is doing, you're going to get what everybody else is getting. And if you look out in society and be like, I don't want none of that, you need to create what it is that you want. Okay? Because only you can do it, baby. Only you can get your Ace of Cups. Only you. There's no one else. That's why you're you. If you're busy being somebody else, and the reason why the Most High God put you here was to do what you're here to do what you were created to do. But you got here and then saw something else and was like, ooh, this is better. Let me be this. You're never going to be able to do your path, complete your purpose, because you're too busy pretending like something else is. Too busy saying that, oh, I'm too tired to make a video today. I don't want to. I'm too tired to work out today. I don't want to. You know, if you did 25 squats every time you went to go use the bathroom. Say you drinking your water, and you did 25 squats every time you went to the bathroom. You know how easy it is for you to do 100 squats a day? There's no excuse. And that's what I have to tell myself. Excuse me, I'm getting a cold, I think. But there's no excuse to be in this predicament unless you want to be. That's the only way. Because you're the pin holder to your reality, and you jot down the things that you want to be true. By you highlighting it, that's why when people say, don't focus on things that you don't want to happen, that's a real thing. You got to look at yourself like the sun. And whatever you're looking at is what you shine bright on. What matters, what is relevant, what is prevalent in your reality. Right? Like this light on my cheek. Right? That's what's making it. You have to look at yourself like that. Like your focus is what is you're calling in. Your focus is what you're calling in. So if you're highlighting something that you don't want to happen, you're doing yourself a disservice. If you're focused on things that could go wrong, you're doing yourself a disservice. You're your own worst enemy. Somebody had to stop you. You're welcome. You're your own worst enemy. You have to stop it. You have to choose to be better. And it's not easy. Especially in a world that wants you to do bad. Excuse me. Let me drink some water. Especially in a world that wants you to do bad. Okay? But with this Ace of Pentacles, with this Eight of Pentacles, I keep wanting to say Ace of Pentacles. I'm telling you, man, you got it locked in. You just have to see her confirmation. I don't know if you heard that knock in the background. But that's confirmation. If you just lock in and you just decide every day that you want to be the better you, all you have to do is just do what you know. Okay. Instead of waiting until you get there to be happy to do all the things that you would do when you're financially free, do that shit now. aside from minus spending the money because you don't have it yet, right? But what would you do if you were financially able? Would you be eating McDonald's every day? No. Would you be eating pizza? No. Would you be eating cereal and all this stuff that it has no real nutrients? No. You would be eating, you would get a juicer. And don't tell me you can't afford one, because sweetheart, if you can afford makeup, if you can afford, if you can afford that drink, okay, you can afford to get a juicer. Get you a juicer, and that's a shot of everything that you need to be able to function and think clearly. Because I cannot tell you how much of a detriment it is to be walking around not being able to think clearly. That's why they put fast food everywhere, because it's easy to manipulate you when you're doped up on a whole bunch of chemicals. And they're delicious chemicals. I will not hold you. They did a good job. They did a good job with that one. Because trust me, we all struggling with that one. But the issue is that you're not realizing that you deserve more. Okay? With the next card coming out being the Temperance card, I'm telling you, you have to find that balance and that meaning of life that's going to put you in a stance where you want to live again. Where you're excited about life. These last couple of years have been wearing and tearing. I mean, it's been like Street Fighter. You feel me? Like Oryuken, Hadouken. Like, it's just been everywhere you turn. It's just been, you getting knocked out by something. COVID, inflation. I mean, everything. Whatever you're going through, whatever has been a wow and a pow in your last couple years. You know what I'm saying? But you, the only way that you're going to be able to get to where you want to be is that you have to find moderation. Okay, with the Temperance card, you have to find balance. You have to find that harmony within yourself that puts you back into that desire to get dressed when you go outside. Trust me, it's easy to put on a bonnet. Okay, we all have done it. Okay, if you saying that you've never put on a bonnet, you probably capping, or you know what I'm saying, you ain't got a lot of stuff going on. But if you got a lot of stuff going on, you being spiritually attacked, you out here going through a whole bunch of different things, you don't care about going out getting dressed up to go get bullied and attacked. But you have to realize that not only are there bullies out there, but there are people who really admire you. There are people out there who really care about you and who really want to hear what you have to say. You're a piece of this life's puzzle. Okay? That's what makes you important, is that you have a piece of this life puzzle that only you can tell because only you walked it. You understand? That's why it's important for you to know your worth with the Ace of Cups. Be able to be diligent in the reality that you are worthy. Be diligent in the reality that, yes, it will work out for you. You've lived all your life talking about how it won't. You lived all your life talking about how they're not going to like you. They're going to think this about you. They're going to see this about you. They're going to feel this way about you. All negative. When have you ever walked into a room and was like, man, they all going to love me in here? And if they don't, they're not going to do nothing about it. That's how you're able to walk in a room fearlessly and have a good time. Okay? Knowing that, yes, okay, there's going to be people who are still battling things. Okay? We've all been there. We've all seen somebody walk in a room that was just absolutely radiant. And it put something in your mind like, damn, why can't I get my life together? I'm just as radiant as her. It's not jealousy. It's really just people realizing that they're sleeping on themselves. And they don't know how to interpret it or articulate it. But yeah, this is your reading. If you haven't already, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much if you made it all the way to the end. And until next time.